Hello guys, in this video we'll learn iOS development with Tauri 2.0 using Rust. The purpose of this video is to understand and set up all the prereqs required for iOS development with Tauri 2.0 using Rust on your local machine. We'll talk about IDE, we'll set up the project, we'll generate the iOS project, and then we'll build our default application. We'll run the demo app using virtual iOS device. We'll also look at how can we run using our physical iOS device. So without further ado, let's begin and let's talk about this interesting iOS development with Tauri 2.0 using Rust. First of all, let's talk about prereqs. Now these are valid as of November 2024, but depending on when you are watching this video, I'll drop the link to this prereqs in description, so make sure you just cross-validate to have a smooth experience while developing your first iOS application using Tauri. So for system dependencies, again, you can check depending on which system, which machine you are using, a Linux OS or Mac OS or Windows. So just make sure you have the right flavor of Linux, you have the right flavor of Mac OS, and then same for Windows, you have Windows 7 or later. So once the system dependencies are covered, make sure you have Rust installed on your machine. I mean, that's kind of an obvious, but just ensure you have the stable and latest version of Rust, depending on when you are watching this video, installed on your machine. Now let's configure the mobile targets. So in this video, we'll specifically focus on iOS, the setup, configurations, and running for iOS. I have already added a separate video for Android development with Tauri 2.0 using Rust. It should be popping somewhere on right top. So if you are interested in Android development as well, make sure you watch it. Going forward, after this configuration videos, we'll mostly add projects and applications with the same code base, but we'll build for both Android and iOS. So it's very important to know about Android setup, so make sure you watch that video. Now for iOS, first of all, you need a Mac. Like you can only do using Xcode, as it says. iOS development requires Xcode and is only available on Mac OS. So make sure you have a Mac machine, or you can also work with VMs and other stuff, but at times they're kind of slow. But again, I would highly recommend to proceed if you have a Mac OS. And once you have this machine sorted, just run this command to set up the target, which I'll run in a minute. It's just like running this command in your terminal. And then once you have the homebrew or any other package manager for that matter installed, you can just do brew CocoaPods to install the CocoaPods, and then just go ahead and create the new project. So this is all the 3 steps that you required to set up the target of iOS for your iOS development using Tauri 2.0. So let's copy this command. Now back to our IDE and open the terminal and just run this command. So as you can see, for me, the targets are set up and already up to date. But if you are doing it for the first time, then obviously it will install and set up the targets for you. And then just clear this. Now once you have prereqs sorted, as for the IDE, make sure you have an IDE where you can compile and run your Rust application, be it Rust Rover, Atom, VS Code, where you can add Rust Analyzer or any other extension to build and run your Rust application, or any other Vim IDE that you want to use. Make sure you have it installed. Along with it, you should also have Xcode, which is iOS development IDE of Mac OS, like on Mac. So that is primarily needed if you want to modify something in your generated code or any configuration changes, or you want to run on a virtual device, your application on a virtual device, which I'll do in this video. So for that, make sure you have Mac Xcode installed on your machine. Now let's go ahead and set up our project. So before we set up our project, there is a link to my Discord in description. Make sure you join it. We do tons of discussions and I share lots of tips related to Rust and programming in general. We do talk about a lot of things, so make sure you join it and connect with us. Now, first of all, make sure you are in a clean directory. Open the terminal, and here we'll first of all add our project. So I'll be using Yarn as the package manager, as I do in most often my videos. If you don't have Yarn installed, I'll drop the link in the description, so make sure you install it. And then once you have Yarn installed, you can just do Yarn create Tauri app. Okay, now here we'll just add the project name, so maybe iOS demo com.iosdemo.app, and then we have to select which frontend to use. So I'll select TypeScript, JavaScript, and package manager as Yarn, UI template as React, and UI flavor as TypeScript. Now once we have our project, our directory, project structure, just move to our project and we'll run this command to add Tauri apps CLI. So let's just run this command. Now let's get an overview of our project structure before we generate our iOS project. So as you can see in the default Tauri project structure, we have a SRC where we have our, since we selected React, so it's a React app. And as you can see, we have a default greet component, which kind of just goes ahead and does some greeting. And we have a command as well, which we'll see in a minute. So as you can see on submit, we are invoking this greet command, which is part of our Rust application. So in our src Tauri, we can see there is a src, and in librs we have our greet command. So we'll keep everything as default. We'll not touch anything in the code, because if I touch anything in the code, then this is something extra than just setting up and running iOS development. So since I don't want you guys to run in any problem, any issues, so we won't touch anything in the default code. We'll just keep everything as it is for this video, just so you guys are with me and have a smooth setup. So we'll just keep everything default, the UI, the template, everything. And as you guys can see, this is our Rust project. So we don't touch anything, and we go back to our terminal. Now here in our terminal, just make sure you are inside our root project iOS demo, and here we'll just do yarn Tauri iOS init. Now just wait for a couple of minutes and you should see a similar output, project generated successfully. So if you see this output, you are good to go. If you find any errors, any issues, feel free to drop in the comments or send me on Discord. I'll be more than happy to help you through the project or the code generation or any other queries for that matter. So once this step is done, you can also confirm by going to the generation folder. There is a Apple folder, and inside you can see your project generated, which you can open in Xcode, but you can confirm by checking this directory and this project. And everything till generation is done. Now let's clear this. Now let's run our project. So for that, we'll just do yarn Tauri iOS dev to run for iOS. Now if you want to open Xcode and run on a virtual device, then just do -- open. If you want to run on a physical device, then you can just connect your iOS device with your Mac with a cable, and then you can just run this command and it will just run the app on your physical device. But I'll just do -- open. Now, in most cases, it would automatically open Xcode and open your project. But if for some reason on your machine you are not able to open Xcode using the command, then what I would suggest is open the Xcode and then just navigate to the generated directory, open the Apple, and from there you can open your iOS project in Xcode, which should look something like this. You have your iOS app, and with everything, the source and everything, which will not touch obviously. Now, to run your application on a virtual iOS device, you can just run any iOS device from here, be it any iPhone, any iPad, or any other device that you want to run your application on. And then just go ahead and click the root of your project. This will open all the configurations, all the settings for you. And here in the signing capabilities, make sure you select a team. So just click this drop down and make sure you select a team. And if you don't have a team edit, then just head to the settings in your Xcode, and there you can see the accounts option, and in the accounts just add a new or any other existing iCloud or Apple account that you have for your team. So once you have your team added, it should show somewhere here in the drop down. Make sure you select your team, and once you select your team, it will just do a bit of triggering, and boom, it's ready. And then you can close this, and then all we have to do is basically open our virtual device or just press the run button. So just head to your Xcode developer tools, and from there you can open a simulator. So I've just selected iPhone 16. You can select any other device. This should just run how the typical iOS device would run on the physical device, and then just press the run button to run your application. And we just type, let's say, semicolon, we press greet. See, it says hello semicolon, you have been greeted from Rust as our default Tauri command. So that's for our iOS development with Tauri 2.0 using Rust. All the setup, we saw everything from prereqs to building and running the demo app, code generation. I hope you guys are with me till now. If you are, congrats. We can now go ahead and build cross-platform application that can run on desktop, iOS, and Android using Tauri 2.0 with Rust. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video with something more interesting. And until then, bye bye.